So my Discord has decided that we're doing a barge competition. They just, like a couple of people just started building barges and then everyone else got on board. I also had a comment on YouTube that said I should build an amphibious barge. And that's what this is. I kind of started a bit early today. So I've got this like barge shape, which is the full width and length of the beginner workbench, and it's got tank tracks, and then we've got a steam engine in here, or we've got 5 pistons, boiler, furnace, same thing that I'm using in basically everything else I make that's steam. I'm still trying to figure out all the ins and outs of steam. I think I have basically everything laid out in here. We've got 2 condensers at the back, little flywheel thing. We've got gearboxes, we've got a generator, we've got clutches on the back so we can control the tank wheels. So there's you know, like a clutch on each side. So to like carry on with something that's going to be helpful towards the tug, I want to get these things here. Solid rocket fuel small fins. Apparently these are the go-to for stabilization. I've never really worked with these. Oh, fin influence, I see. So it'll be the same kind of situation with modifying the fuel. So if I put it down to 90%, that's going to change the XML. So this is the XML for this vehicle. It's called an amphibie. I need to put like another BIB in there. Amphibie barge. So this thing here, fin factor 0.9. So if it was 100%, it would be 1, but it actually wouldn't even include any of that in the XML. So if I want to make it really responsive, I can make it something much higher than 1. So I guess having one of them won't be that useful. What you want is 2 of them, 1 at each end. And they might also need to be on the outside. How can I hide this on the outside? For now, because I'm at the desert, I'm just going to glue 1 to the back and 1 to the front. And these are only for pitch, so they don't need to be on the sides. So I'll need a tilt sensor for this, which will be facing forwards. We've got a tilt sensor in and 2 composite ins, or a tilt sensor out, number out, composite in. I'll just use a constant on for this. Our set point is 0. So I can leave that empty, I think. And I'll make this like 0.01. And then I need to convert the number into a composite signal. And which way is up and down? It doesn't say. Excellent. It doesn't say here either. What the hell? So I don't know which channel it's on. It's probably on channel 2. The devs need to get better at this, honestly. There's like no way to be good at this game unless you just trial and error everything, because developers aren't telling us anything. So one of them is going to be negative, so it's inverted the other way, and one of them is going to be positive, but I don't know which one's going to be which. I guess because it's more of a boat, it should be in the water, but I want to just kind of launch it into the air. I think if you do infinite fuel with rocket boosters, they just go forever. So my plan here, I've got boosters on the back and some control surface rudders. A seat, I'm going to launch the rocket, and then I'm just going to try and use WS to pitch up and down and see if those little booster fins will auto-stabilize. Hey, why didn't that keep going? I thought they would keep going. It kind of looked like it was trying to pitch up the other way, so it could be backwards. Obviously, boost isn't going to work for this. Let's try some jet engines. This doesn't look like it's working. Do you think those fins are doing anything? What I need to do is turn the PID up, make it go crazy. I wonder if I even need to give it a constant 0. You shouldn't have to. Set point should be totally level. Pitch sensor, go, fins. It could also be like that it's the wrong channel because we don't know what channel the fins are on. Not seeing really any movement, so I'm gonna have to put a dial in. Having the tilt sensor is not gonna help. I need the output from the PID. I've got no idea. I'm going to change the channel. Hopefully it should be 1 though. Or, I mean, it should be 2. If they're following any kind of, if they're going to be consistent at all, it would be channel 2. Let me do this with like normal fins, because then at least I know what's happening. So these fins have a good amount of force, but it's like a I don't know if it's an XML-able amount of force. And you need to like stack them up because of that. So in here, I'm just going to add a number output instead of changing the 2 composite outputs. Front fins and rear fins. So hopefully that'll do something. These fins just aren't moving at all. Something else is going on here. So by doing this, I've put it on a hinge. It'll want to fall one way, and then you should be able to see all these fins move to counteract the new pitch. See, the pitch is pretty bad. And the PID is giving out a number. So the PID is trying to correct. Could be something stupid like even infinite electricity doesn't always do what you think it would do. You sometimes have to connect things. Doesn't look like they're doing anything. So instead of 1, we'll try 100. Now they've all got a bit more of a slant. 100p is really aggressive though. Oh well. I'm at the point now where I've just got to use an advanced PID because I don't really understand what's happening. Let's try P10. It kind of seems like it's just not working. See, the current tilt on this is like, I don't know, is it going up or down? I don't think these fins are working. Got negative on top, negative on top. Yeah. Maybe the old jet booster is a bit too much. If I can, I don't really want to start the boiler up every time, that's the thing. Okay, I tested in the water. What? Why did it just like hit the water and stop? I wonder if if like this particular vehicle even needs it because it's so heavy. Oh, I mean, it is connected though, isn't it? So it must be working. Is it the fins on the front that are working? Because they've got supposedly like 10,000%. What the hell? This is the wind pushing me sideways. What? What? It just flips it. I think that'll be these things. Gotta be. Yeah, I guess, like, you give the fin a huge percentage increase in... Wait, now it sinks? So it floats and then... What? I know why it's sinking, it's because there's a hole in the bottom there. But why was it floating with the fins? So that should be buoyant. Like, it's buoyant, but it's still underwater because it's heavy. What the hell? Is it? It's not full of water, is it? No, I feel like it's dry as under here. It's just heavy. There's a submarine, okay? I don't want a submarine though. I think maybe if I just try and use the PID here, the fins on the side will start to work. That's what I want. That's not what I want. What? Why you do this? Okay, we're gonna do a bit of cheating. Actually, I should just use a rocket booster. So how much does this weigh? 7,000. 7,000 mass, and this is all it's got for buoyancy. It's just one compartment. Alright, I think negative 7,000 is the way to go. Huh, okay. That was too many. How about 5,000? What? It still seems like it's too light. I'm going negative 2,000. That's better. Try a P of 0.1. Oh, man. I think I actually need to add buoyancy. Like, removing mass and adding buoyancy are different things. I think I still probably need to remove the mass, to be honest. But I can definitely just add buoyancy. So, we'll do that. We'll add some buoyancy. It is behaving very strangely, though. Oh, man. I wonder if it's upside down. That's the thing. I don't know if it's upside down or not. None of these fins seem to move much. I know the rudders move a whole lot. Well, they should. Negative on top. So I'm going to connect this to the rear fins, and that should give me visual indication of what's happening. Get rid of this wind and see what happens. 0.1. Is it just not moving? Oh, now it's moving, so it's just got to be a really high number for me to see it. Also maybe seems like it's backwards. Or it's just crazy. I got rid of all the side fins. Did I connect that? It doesn't look like it's doing anything. Oh, it's doing something. But I think it's going sideways now, so I must have hit it on the right channel. That's stupid. It's backwards. I mean, that's only got one on the back, one on the front. It looks pretty okay. The thing will be when the wind gets really high. Is it gonna do crazy? What the hell? This makes it not viable. It is not viable if it's going to get flipped over like this. What? Wait a minute. This isn't what I signed up for. Okay, so we've got max wind. Apparently make fin factor a negative number, so I've got -1, I think. Yeah, -1. The goal is to just not fly out of the water. I want to say stay somewhat stable, which this is okay. Like I can use some kind of roll stabilizer to deal with this. This is max wind, so you know, that's not bad. It is dipping in the front. I don't know why. The barge part of this probably needs to be a lot higher as well. I'm not convinced I'm actually connected to anything. Maybe I'll change the channel and see if it's better. It doesn't seem any different, does it? Or it does seem a bit different. And also the PID's not doing anything, so... Okay, I've changed it to -2 and I've turned the P to not use the keypad, so now it's going to use just a constant number. I think -2 is bad. I think the higher that number gets, the more likely it is that the whole thing gets picked up. Like the wind has too much effect on it. Oh, wait a minute, what is this crap? They're both getting inverted. One of them needs to not be inverted. That's better, right? That's got to be better. If I had better weight distribution and a roll stabilizer, I think it would be really good. What is this? No, what are you doing? Is it just... It's getting pushed sideways, isn't it? I kind of don't think this is the answer. It's super unreliable. So I think there's just too much weight in the front, but there's also not enough weight in the center, or there's not enough weight down low in the center. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. I was thinking I could put a roll stabilizer in here, but I'd need to lift the whole thing up significantly. Because I would need at least one space in the very bottom. So that rocket booster there is minusing like 2,000 or something of the mass. And the pivots in the front are adding buoyancy. I've got all this space below here, which is technically outside. And you'll never look under here, I don't think. I can pretty easily push them to the very outside, actually, and then hide them under a big slab, big XML slab. Now, if I do a roll stabilizer, I would have to lift all of this up by at least 2, so I can fit it in through here. And that means I raise up all the sides, which gives me more buoyancy. Realistically, what I'm doing is dropping the floor, right? I'm not raising the sides. Raising the sides is going to be a real hassle. So I just need to drop the floor instead. But then I've got all these pipes and things, so I need to drop not this floor, the next floor, that one. I just need that, and then I can slide through here, but then I need to drop again because I need a lifted piece through here. And then all my wheels need to go down. But maybe not the top one. No, the top one should. Yeah, I think I'm just dropping everything down. Like, not everything, but all the wheel centered stuff. Anything that's to do with the drive line is going down. I've got a couple of places where I think my pipes have been interrupted. So here, what is this? What is that? This just needs to keep coming up. I think that's the intake for my condenser coolant. And then this is the exit. This is the out. I'm guessing this one goes straight up. Yeah, and then... What? What have I done? This one here will be dumping out, so it can just go down and across, down two and across. Like that. Which actually, like, it might look nicer if it came straight down the back and then went across. Nah, it was to line up with the pipes above. So that's just there, dumping straight back out into the ocean. I guess I will cover up all of this inside section. And then that just adds some, like, buoyancy, I guess, to the very outer walls. And then my fluid jets probably need to drop down. This is clutches for the wheels, drive wheels, which, now that they're a lot lower, I can tilt these sideways, save space. Oh, I don't know what this pipe is for. I think it was just a angle. Can I drop my fluid jets down? I think I'll be able to, but I kind of want them high. Do I want them high? Oh yeah, they can't be this high because then they will not be poking out through the angled part. They need to come way down. How many pipes did I just destroy? Oh man. So what have I got? This is coolant. No, this is water out. It is going back into the boiler. And then I think this is water in, but that's separate water in. That is water in for the fluid jets. Also my condensers. What? Okay, I'm just going to have a section where it's like split off at the back. These three are all water in for the fluid jet, which will now come up through here. I think that's okay. And then this pipe up the top where the motor is, that's where I have my flywheel. So that can connect like this and then just go straight up and straight across. So I've lifted the whole main deck up a lot. But now I can put a stabilizer in here, which means all of these pipes, which I thought would look cool, that they're all open, now need to be... no, they don't need to be sealed. They just need to be aware that there is a giant sliding pipe below here. This pipe here that comes out was just to connect two sides of the pistons, and then the up goes to the back. And then I think we're sealed off again. I think I should try and seal up as much of this as I can though. I don't need to, but it'll make things easier, I think. Could also be a fuel tank. Oh, this thing here is my exhaust pipe. Oh, damn, this is my exhaust pipe. Aha! I can't send an exhaust pipe through a roll stabilizer. One of these pipes maybe doesn't need to exist. I guess I'm going to be running air and exhaust up to the same place. I didn't want to do this though. But I guess it's not so bad now. Like before it was going to be a real pain in the ass because there was going to be nowhere for the pipes to go. But now I can do this. I can split one out onto the side. One can go straight. Take 2 straight pipes all the way to the back. And then they can pop up the back somewhere. What is that? What is this? What is that? Oh no. Oh dear. Wait, what? What is this pipe? Oh dear. I think I got it all. Oh no. Oh no. Why is it doing this? Shouldn't all the heavy stuff be on the bottom? I need to make a bridge thing so that there's some buoyancy up high. Okay. I want to see if it's like drivable up to land. Oh, how do you close the door? This is so dumb. This is not going to work. Okay, here's a bit of land. Looks like maybe I could get up here. If it wants to turn. Does it want to turn? It's pretty steep. That's so dumb. Oh man, okay. So the way you handle tank tracks is with a forwards and reverse gearbox. I'm actually going to have to like loop around for this thing, so I think I pull this out one more. Or I'll do it this way. That'll work. So my pipe will have to go all the way to the end. Drop down, come around. Yeah, that'll work way better. Go up, go back. Have I done this right? Where is this pipe coming from? So my drive line goes through here, but why does it do this funny T? It shouldn't do that. It should only come up and then turn across. Wait, let me symmetry this. It should only turn across, then it goes, yeah, then see it comes in here, goes into these gearboxes. Gearboxes go down. They go into the flywheel after being geared up. Then they go out into the fluid jets. And then before they go into... Oh, that's why I was doing this. Okay, this makes sense. Before it goes into the gearboxes, because tracks, you don't want to gear up your tracks. If anything, you want to gear them down. So now it comes back into here, into this clutch system, where I can then do my gearing, which probably is only going to be that. So this first one will be the reverse, and then the other one will be gearing it up so that it spins not as... might actually not need it because it's a steam system and it's just got so much torque, it'll probably just overcome any load on the tracks anyway. So we really only need a reverse and forwards gearbox. And then here I need to cut this, put it the other way. Get rid of that. I don't know what that pipe was for. I think I have a tank controller I got from somewhere on the workshop. Yep, tank controls. So here the problem is because I'm using a motor that's not feeding back into the tracks right now. So this constant one, I'll have to connect to two of these clutches to make sure they're always engaged. And then coming from the motor output, just for temporary testing, I'll disconnect those two from the steam system and then disconnect the gearbox system there and just go up and over. Now, right brakes is usually going to be all of these wheels. Right clutch, A and D. Okay, let's check this. 1 and -1 and 1 and -1. And then left brakes. Oh man, why does it work? Why does it work? It is having a bit of an issue here. It could be that it does need to be geared up. If I can make this go really fast on land though, it would be really good for missions because you would just be able to hoon off the edge of anywhere into the water. I really want to see these fins working, but I don't think they move that much. I thought I was going to have to do something a lot more complicated to get a pitch stabilizer to work for this kind of thing, but it ends up being that just a normal pitch stabilizer with a lot of fins is going to work best. What the hell? At least it rolled itself over somehow. I don't really know how you can make a good barge because they're just flat bricks. Anyway, the whole point of that was to try and find a good pitch stabilizer for this thing. The end result is most likely going to be I cut out these slots here, paint in all this so you can't see what I'm doing. And I get my fins, tilt sensor. I don't think there's a forward facing tilt sensor up here. Wait, is there? Oh, there is. Is it connected? It is. Tilt. What? What is that connected to? This should be enough fins that it's like very stable when flying through the air. And at least it's my pitch stabilizer, so I know I can just invert it if it's upside down, and it kind of should work anyway. Okay, we're off. No. Oh no no. Oh no. I mean, it's working. That's what I wanted. Except we're still flying. This game hurts my heart so much. I have to delete these because I'm going to try something different. But to make sure that the something different works, I need to make sure that there's no other fins. I don't need a roll stabilizer. I only need pitch stabilization. Ta-da! See, we're still wobbling side to side. we're not pitching. Are we going? We're going. Honestly. Wait. What? This hasn't done anything. I mean, it has kind of done something. The problem here is just that the pistons are spinning too quickly. And that the jets come out of the water. So what am I at? 22.22 throttle. I want to be able to go fast. It's annoying. It's hard to know what's going on. Okay. No. Not okay. Man, it's annoying. I don't know if it's just a fluid jet issue either, or if it's like it must be fluid jet related. Surely. If I was using propellers, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Or if I was using a single central jet or a single central propeller. Because it's when it's tilted, that's when we're losing control. If I just kind of live with it being like a 24 knot vehicle, it shouldn't ever jump out of the water that much. But there is a sudden jump between like 35 and 40 knots. It has this sudden increase. I think as long as you're real gentle with the throttle increase, then it's okay and you can bring it up to speed. But as soon as you want to start turning and stuff, it's just... Ugh. I don't know why it's that bad either. It should have good stabilization. Hey, what's it doing over there? What's the stabilizer doing over there? Is it just not working? It's just not working. Oh my god. What are these? There's... Far out. Is my roll stabilizer working? Is it? It does not appear to be moving at all. God damn, how much of this just doesn't work? Like, I thought I had all this connected. It'd be really great if I had like a whole suite of microcontrollers that do all of this stuff. All the control, all the stabilizers, engine management, all the lower radars and stuff. And then I can just take that and paste it into a new vehicle. Just keep building new vehicles that way. This stabilizer looks like it's backwards also. Because it's... I think it's pushing down on the way that it's trying to roll. I don't know why the default is inverted on those as well. Crazy. You know, I think the thing about this tug is that it actually doesn't sit that low in the water. A lot of it is above the waterline. And so when it's trying to move around, even though there's a lot of weight in the bottom, there's still probably an equal amount of weight in the top, like above the waterline. That is 0.13 throttle, doing 35 knots. Pretty stable. I don't know if that stabilizer is doing anything. Oh yeah, it's all the way over to the left on the front one. Same with the rear one, so it is trying. Can I go faster? So do you think I should use this thing here, this wheel, as my pitch stabilizer? Because it's only got to fight 2 pivots to stay or to try and keep the whole thing stable. Doesn't really look like it's doing anything right now. This is max throttle though. What if it got really windy? This is where I want that thing to work, but it's not working. The wheel stabilizer thing. It still lets it do that. It lets it nosedive too much. Or does it? This doesn't seem that bad. Not as bad as before when it would actually just flip into the ocean. You know, I bet there's just too much weight in the front. I had also wanted to put a battery up here, and I think it's a good reason to exchange a lot of these barrels for a battery. Because a battery only weighs 800, and those barrels would have weighed way more than 800. I'm no mathematician, but it would have been a lot. Also, is this not long enough? What is in here? Damn it. Damn it. Do I go in front of that then? Damn it. Well, that gives me a battery. A lot of the other tugboats I've looked at, like from other people, they usually have, they're kind of the other way where like probably 2/3 of the boat is below the waterline and then only the bridge and one layer is above the waterline, like one deck layer. Which is, I guess that's what I've got, but I just don't have as much. Like I've got the bridge and one deck above water, but I don't have as much below deck. This seems like a lot calmer taking off. Having that weight out of the front, maybe? Still up to no good, I can see. What is that? I really don't know what to do with this thing. If I am slow with acceleration, then it's going to be okay, and I will actually be able to use it. So, if I can just get all the electricity connected up, I think most of the logic is done. The winches just need some kind of temporary system because I didn't like having to use the helm to retract and deploy the winch. I think it would be better if they were just buttons, so you can just push and go. I think the interior is a bit crap. The below deck interior is a bit crap. But otherwise it technically could be used for a mission. So I'll get it all connected, try and save up some money, and then deploy it, see what happens. So, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Oh, if you want to join my Discord, the link's in the description of this video, and the barge competition is going in, it'll be entries due on the 2nd of October. The rules were, it has to be squarish, a squarish shape, self-propelled. Oh yeah, that was the only rules. It should be a square kind of shape, and it should be able to power itself. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.